So I'm Matty D. I'm the lead singer and rhythm guitarist for Dirty Pagans.
Beautiful. Forever High is finally here. What does this album mean to you as a band, and how long has it been in the works?
It's been in the works for a very long time, probably too long. We had original drummer Jared leave us last year, so we had it ready to go, but obviously you can't play without a key part in drums. So we got Gareth, and he slid in perfectly, and he's had a trial by fire with touring with Glenn Hughes. So we got to road test those songs, which was great, and it's been a long road, but we're finally there, and we're very happy to have it out.
Yeah, yeah, crazy. And there was a bit of time between your last album, The Family, and Forever High now. Were those years like really busy in between, or was it a conscious break for you guys?
No, it was a blend. I actually lived interstate for 5 years.
Oh,
So
wow.
I lived in Barrel in New South Wales.
Oh,
Yeah.
I went to school there. Anyway, that's a
Oh,
different story.
yeah. Because I was like, Mudgee, I'm like, I know where that is, but I can't pinpoint it immediately.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I lived there for 5 years. So I was flying back to play shows. So
Wow.
it was, yeah, so having 6 months off of not even jamming and then jamming on a weekend, doing the show, trying to get into rhythm and write new music in a 48-hour block at times is almost impossible. But we were just throwing around riff ideas. But now that I'm back in Adelaide, we're 100% focused. So for Real High, yeah, it did take a while, but we have had ideas for about it for like 4 years. Pretty much just right after The Family, we were kind of writing. Um, but we're already writing the new album now, so hopefully it won't be a near 5 year wait for everyone this time.
Oh, far out. So you've already got content for the next album planned.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah, that's insane. And the new single, Killer in the Night, has a darker, heavier vibe. What inspired the shift in tone for this track?
So I listen to a lot of like new wave of British heavy metal. I like Maiden and Judas Priest. So I was trying to go for something like that, but keep it modern as well. Um, the choruses, I really like hair metal as well, so I really wanted to make it hooky. Yeah, darkness wise, I was more just I was in like a zone of writing. I was watching a lot of documentaries about New York in the 70s and 80s, and it's really quite dark and murky. And there was rubbish strikes, and there was trash on the street and stuff like that. There was like serial killers running on the loose. It sounded like an absolute wild time. So I was just thinking of that darkness and trying to hone it in. And yeah, it's just pretty much about that.
Yeah, the video clip as well really brings that whole idea together, I
Yeah.
think. And it's really well done. Can you tell us a little bit about who created the art style for it and how that all came together as well?
Oh, we gave Chalky, Jordan Chalky, he ran wild with it. All I did was shoot him legit like the most terrible single ideas. I was like, this is what the song is about. Here's the song. And he was just like, thanks, man. I was like, but free reign. Because honestly, like when you're working with artistic people, I, you can obviously give a little bit of direction, but
Yeah.
I don't want to like crowd them. They're an artist too. I want them to, hey, this is my idea. And if it's not working, you can, I think we're all old enough to be like, hey, that's all right. I like that part. This part, can we work on that? And it's just same with everything in life. So, but he nailed it. There was really no changes. So
Yeah.
he did an excellent job, but it was quick. So yeah, shout out Chalky. Thank you, man.
Yeah, yeah, we could. Do you reckon you'll stay with him for the future?
Yeah, for sure. Like we're not opposed to going. We haven't actually gone back to the same video. Every time we've done a video, we haven't gone back to that. It's not in um, because we don't want to work with them or anything like that. I think it's just availability,
Yeah.
and essentially we're more than welcome to just try things new. So, but for Chalky and those kind of videos, yeah, we'd have to absolutely go back with him.
Yeah, we could. And your sound has been described as riff and roll. How did you land on that identity and what does that mean to you?
I came up with that. I don't know where it came from. It just came out of my mouth. I've got ADD, so things just come out, and it worked. Um, so we ran with that. It was a catchy title. But pretty much in Dirty Pagans, everything about us, I think our identity is hard riffs and strong chorus melodies. So I love rock and roll. Um, Greg and James. Greg comes from like a thrash metal background.
Yeah.
James is in the prog metal and prog rocks like Zapper and 20-minute freeform jams and stuff like that. Whereas that sounds like my nightmare. And he probably thinks when I put on hair metal, he's like, "Oh God, what are we doing?" But that's the beautiful thing about our band is that we're all so different, but we all give each other leeway on who we want to be. So Riff and Roll, I think, just kind of encapsulates everything that we are.
Yeah, it's perfect because you guys are also like a blend, like you're saying, of genres. It's not like you guys are one particular
Mm.
sort of genre that I could really put into a box. In saying that, I do think you guys sound quite a bit like Led Zeppelin. What about your influences? Were they one of your influences or?
Absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see pictures of me when I was 14, I was wearing like the tightest blue flares trying to be like Rob.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
there is photos around me. There is photos circulating of that. So yeah, absolutely. Zeppelin, huge influence. It's like same as like Sabbath, Judas Priest. I still listen to all those bands,
Yeah.
but it's just they have been ingrained into me. It's like the Bible or something now. It's just like I've heard it, I've grown up with it, but when it hits, especially when it comes on the radio, you're like, oh, I forgot about this. This is so good.
Yes.
So yeah, absolutely, those kind of guys. Influences, yeah, Priest, Sabbath, Deep Purple. I like Wasp. I like Dokken. I like that '80s chug kind of real dark sounding lyrically.
Yeah.
Yeah, we take all that, and then Greg and like he's into Metallica and Anthrax and all those kind of thrash bands. They're probably like the two key bands that he's probably like I'm way more into deeper thrash metal than that. And he'd be like, oh, you could have named someone a little bit more under the radar, but I was like, I don't really listen to thrash, bro. So, but
No,
yeah,
that's fine. And is there, speaking a little bit more about influences, is there any music that you're listening to at the moment that may be a surprise given the type of music you guys make?
honest to God, I swear I do listen to like metal most days,
Yeah.
but a lot of the stuff I actually listen to is like 80s synth. I love like new wave music. I went to like Human League. I love
Oh, did
Human
you?
League.
Yeah.
Yeah, I grew up. My dad's into that, so like that music is just as important to me as metal. I just love it. It's bringing that 50s pop, but it was 80s, so they were incorporating synth and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All of that, I like, love it so much. And then when you start listening to 50 music, you're like, wait, a lot of this has just been ripped from 80s stuff, and you're like, oh wow,
Yes.
you're figuring it all out, and it's like, yeah, no, I'm not shy about like I love pop music. It's
Yeah.
great. So
Yeah, awesome. With the British synthwave, is there any chance that your dad did he grow up in England? Is that why that
yeah,
influenced? Yeah, same.
yeah, he's from Carlisle.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so my mum's from Ireland, so I'm the firstborn in
Oh, there
Australia.
you go.
So yeah, the old man, he was from Carlisle. He's into AC/DC and
Yeah.
Queen and stuff like that, like huge into that kind of stuff. But he like loves Freddie Mercury. He loves George Michael. Like I wear an earring. Like I've
Yes.
apparently this is in like style now, but I've been legit wearing this since I was like 16. There's photos of me
You did
wearing
it
it, and,
first.
and I know because I stole it from George Michael.
Yeah. Well, yes,
So there you
stolen
go.
from him.
There's a heavy metal thing for you.
Yeah. Oh, that's wicked. And what was it like supporting Glenn Hughes on tour? Was there any standout memories from those shows?
Yeah, for sure. So Gareth had just joined us, and I was in another interview with James a couple of days ago, and he brought it up, and we actually hadn't spoke about it, but it was a really key moment for both of us, and we were like, "Oh my God, you think that way too?"
Yeah.
Um, when we were in Brisbane, there was really bad sound. It was squealing feedback, and the first band pretty much just walked off in the middle of their set, and the crowd was like not happy.
Yeah.
And this was Gareth's second show with us, and it was hostile. It was a hostile vibe, and we got on stage, and there was like nothing coming out the fallbacks. We couldn't really like hear ourselves, and we just went. Let I swore, but I was like, yeah, let's just go with it.
Yeah.
And we just stuck together and got through it and changed that crowd, and they were actually happy towards the end of it.
Thank
It was
God.
it was really it solidified us on that tour, and it showed us that Gareth can like just do anything under pressure, which is sick. I don't think I could have done that, so shout out to Gareth. But yeah, that was a real standout moment. Touring wise, like yeah, just meeting Glenn, saying hey, keeping out of his way.
Yeah. That's insane. I can't even imagine. I think I would have been too nervous to talk.
It was not daunting, but it
Yeah,
was like this could easily go off the rails quick. But because we were all together, it worked really well. So it
yeah,
was
yeah.
great.
That's awesome. And how has the addition of Gareth changed the dynamics and energy of Dirty Pagans?
One, he gets to put up with three psychos. He's very calm. He's a very calm man, very soft spoken. So putting up with us three immediately, he's already checked most of the boxes. But no, he's a hard hitting musician's musician. I think he plays multiple instruments. He's going to do some keys for us in the future. He
Oh,
plays
wow.
guitar. Yeah, so he's been an absolute benefit to the band, and we're very happy to have him.
Yeah. Oh. And your launch party, it sounded amazing. How did it go?
That was great. It was
Yeah.
a lot of fun. Yeah, just good crowd. Good to get a whole bunch of millennials out on a rainy night because it was funny because like all these people that I used to party with, to all hours of the night, they were like, "Great set, man." So I got to go home. The kids are there. I'm like, "See you
Yeah.
later." It's just things have changed so much.
Yeah. Leave by
But
9
yeah,
p.m.
it
Yeah.
was an awesome night, and it was more of like it was great just to see old friends and them still coming out and supporting us. So yeah, it was great.
Oh, that's wicked. And do you have any advice for kids in the music scene that want to make their start in the Australian music scene? Yeah, any advice at all for them?
I would say one, get out there and get in with the circles that you want to be a part of. If you want people to come to your show, you need to go to other people's shows.
Yes.
So get out there, I'm forgetting the word, network with people, hone your craft, and get out there and play. I think anyone can sit behind a laptop and create music. Well, I shouldn't say anyone. It is an art form in itself, but getting out there and getting a live reaction and getting a reaction from your music is going to indicate on where you are. So definitely just get out there, play, network, and just have fun with it too. Don't take it too seriously. We get into this to have fun. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I would say. But don't listen to me.
No, no, good advice. Good advice. It's sounds like it's about, building your community around you as well and building up that hype for you guys and networking and everything that goes along with it. And going to other people's shows, supporting them.
Yeah, and absolutely. And like as someone that like I get nervous around new people, so
Yeah.
because I'm so loud, I have to like tone myself down, and then I'm like, oh, am I being boring? So,
No.
and the thing is, that all of it is like probably in your own mind. Most people that have come to your show are excited to see you. So, try and not go inside your shell because I've learned that the hard way. People don't really take it as in like, oh, he's just quiet. They're like, oh, he's probably being a bit of a dick. So, always say hi and just be like, thank you for coming out. Thank people that do put the hard work to come see you, sound people, all that kind of stuff. So.
Well, that also plays into being a front man. Do you still get nervous about being on stage performing, or has that ever happened?
No, it's like a nervous energy, but not I'm going to throw up, I can't
Yeah.
do this kind of thing. How I got into singing was when I was at school with those blue flares. I was at a thing called Athon Day, and I never wanted to be a singer. I wanted to be a guitarist. And the drummer of that school band was like, "You need to sing because no one else can do it, and you're like the front man. Like you got to do it." And I was like, "Oh, I just don't want to do it." I had my whole school, like an auditorium above me, looking down on me, and they were all chanting, "Sing, sing, sing," because he got up behind the mic. Yeah, it's like a thing out of
No
a
pressure.
movie. Yeah, and I had to sing the Immigrant Song. That's the first song I ever sung.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and ever since then, I was like, "All right, well, I survived it.
You
Let's just keep
did.
doing it." So roll with it. So yeah,
Jeez.
it's. I think that was probably it broke my nervousness. Like I couldn't be
Yeah.
nervous then. Like to do that in high school, I look back on that. I'm like, it's actually pretty tough, but
Yeah.
got through it. So
Yeah.
still
They
here.
throw you in the deep end and you really just had to sink or swim and you swam.
Absolutely. And like I can't like if someone showed me a video, I'd be like, oh my god, please.
Oh.
But like it definitely just broke down that barrier
Yeah.
of like that mental barrier of like, oh my god, I can't do this. So
Yeah.
um it's very easy to just say get up there and do it, but sometimes you just gotta have a courage drink, get up there, and you'll love it. It's once you've done it, it's just a good energy. It's not
Yeah.
bad. It's just like, oh my god, I can't wait to get there, and you hope that everyone enjoys themselves. So
Yeah.
anyone that's nervous, I know it sounds simple, but get up there. You'll be okay.
And do it, and after the first time, and you should feel 10 times better after doing it the first time, hopefully.
Once you've done it once, you can do it a million
Yes.
times.
Yeah. And what's the Adelaide rock scene like right now, and how has it shaped Dirty Pagans?
Oh, we're surrounded by like such great talent. We got like Kitchen Witch, we got Emergency Rule, we got Rockies, Pride and Joy. We love playing with those guys. They're awesome. That all of them have done such great things. Emergency Rule recently just went to Japan. Rockies, Pride and Joy signed. So it's thriving, but it's just little old Adelaide.
Yeah.
You can't just survive here. So you do need to get out there and tour. So that's what we'll be doing hopefully next year a lot more,
Yeah.
hitting the road and hopefully getting some international dates down as well.
Yes, awesome. You answered one of my questions. It was, are you guys going to tour this album internationally and nationally?
Yes, so James and I are getting married at the end of this year, not together.
I was like, wow. Good on you.
It's hilarious. To our respected future wives.
Yes.
And so he's getting married, and I'm also getting married towards the end of the year. And after 10 years of, being in this band, we thought we may as well give our future wives at least 1 month. So why not?
Yeah.
We're just nice guys,
Yeah.
No, so yeah, we got to focus on that for a bit, and
Awesome.
then early next year, like we want to do a summer tour with this
Yes.
album. So hopefully nationally, pretty much off the bat for 2026, and then internationally, we're definitely looking for hopefully end of next year, start of 2027.
Yeah, it'd be wicked to see you guys at some homegrown festivals as well. If
Oh,
if
yeah,
that can be lined up, that would be really wicked because I think we really need some more Aussie acts to really get excited about.
absolutely. Like I love Australian rock. Like I think Rose Tattoo is probably the band I've seen most in my life.
Yeah.
I love all that kind of stuff, like James Rain and like Australian Kroll. It's just we seem to have ruled in the 80s, and I
Yeah.
want like just bring it back.
Yes. Yeah, totally agree. And you guys chose to put out Forever High independently. Was that a deliberate choice? And how has that experience been?
Oh, absolutely, because we don't have a label. So any labels out there? No, we had to
Yeah.
because or we'd just be sitting on it another year. So we definitely chose to put that out, and it's been great. It's been well received. The reviews have been honest and great. There
Yeah.
haven't been anything negative, but I always encourage honest media. So I'm always happy to hear where we can improve. So yeah, it's been great.
Do you think this is your strongest work as well? Because hearing it for myself, I feel like it is from album to album. This one is your strongest work.
Yeah, absolutely. I
Yeah.
think I still feel I'm a bit green in the studio, even after all this time. I think I'm always learning something going in there.
Yeah.
I really rely on Greg and Gareth and James. They're all the three musicians.
All of them, I
there.
guess. Yeah.
I just tag along. But no, it's definitely our strongest work. James and I were talking about it, and just vocally, we can hear things.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone else can, but I think just because we were there and we know, and we also went in on with this album, we were like, there's going to be no hurt feelings. We
Yeah.
need to be open and honest. And I think that's the best way to do it, is that everyone's going for the same goal. They're not trying to hurt, no one's trying to hurt your feelings.
Yeah.
It's just like, hey, let's try that again, let's try that, or try that note and try that note.
Yeah.
And it can get frustrating if you're doing the same song for 3 hours. It gets
Yes.
oh man, it's gonna be, and the energy drops, and then that's what you can hear. Like that's the thing I can hear, is that when I listen to certain things, I can hear the energy, and then I'm like, oh, I could have hit that better. But it's just all learning. So yeah, I'm excited to get back in there and do another album.
Yeah, I never thought about that. That is such a good point of like you guys have to often especially when you're creating an album, replay songs over and over again to get certain parts right, and that energy drop, it must happen so often, well, quite often.
Absolutely. There's a few just verses and stuff where
Yeah.
I can tell it's been done a few times and I'm straining, but then towards the end of the song, that energy kicks back in, and you're like, oh, all right, you can feel. It's just a weird thing, like note wise. I don't think you'd ever pick it, but
Yeah.
just energy wise, and I don't know if like the listener can pick
Hear
that
it.
because I can't
Yeah.
when I listen to other people's music. But who knows?
Now I'm going to be listening out. Every other song I hear, I'm going to be like, that's where the energy dropped.
There you
No,
go.
that's a really good point. That's awesome. And last question, looking back at your early days, what's something you wish you knew when you first started Dirty Pagans?
Oh, um, there's probably a few things. Don't get too drunk on stage. People
Yeah.
notice.
That's
I never thought like when I was in a hair metal band and our whole thing was like when I first was 18, our whole thing was to be trashy rock and roll, and it worked. But when you look back on the footage, sometimes you're like, geez, that's sloppy.
yeah.
And the thing is, people film things these days, and it's online. And if you're not playing your best, even if you think it's a small show and someone's filming it, it's up there for millions to see. So
Yeah.
um, no show is too small anymore. Go in there like you're playing Madison Square Garden. Other than that, I think like just internal works of bands. I think because we're mates, there's been no problems. We've always been open and honest. If there is any bands out there that are starting, be honest and open in your communication, because if you're not, resentment builds, and it's just easier. It's just so much easier to have a quick conversation. That's it.
That's
It is a marriage. It is weird. It's
Oh,
that
yeah.
cliche thing, but it is. It's if you don't communicate, you get annoyed, and then it starts coming out in like smaller things, and then
Yeah.
everyone's just like, "What are you crying about this for?" And it's just
Yeah.
like, "Oh, actually, 5 months ago this happened."
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Well, actually, yeah, exactly. And passively too, I imagine it
Absolutely.
may come out. Yeah.
And like as someone that is a band leader and probably the most drama queen person in this band, yeah, like it's something I have to learn. Like
Yeah.
you have to be a grown up and you have to communicate. And if you sit there and moan about it as the leader, one of the leaders, it's you don't want to look at a leadership like that.
No,
You know what I mean?
that's right.
The person that's leading you and they're having a tantrum, it's not a great look. So
Exactly.
yeah, I'd say they're the things I've probably hopefully learned and still learning. So
Yeah. No,
yeah.
it sounds like you really have, thought about things and the other people in your band, which is really lovely. And just as a last question, because you did mention Madison Square, is there anywhere in the world that you'd really love to play someday?
Oh, New York.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Knicks fan. Everything, I don't know. I got a weird calling to that city. Going there in November. So yeah, I'd love to play there. I've actually had a few mates that have played Madison Square Garden and stuff, and I'm like, oh, to like look up and see like all the jerseys of like Ewing and Frazier and stuff from sporting people that I grew up. Just like that'd be amazing. But honestly, I just want to see the world. It'd be
Yeah.
great. My plan was always to see the world in a band, so I'm getting up there. So it
Yeah.
has to happen soon.
You're doing it. You're doing it. That's so awesome. Oh, Maddie, thank you so much. We're loving Forever High, and we really hope to see you guys play around soon, but also at like a festival and internationally. That'd be awesome.
Absolutely, can't wait.
Yeah, beautiful. Thanks so much, man.
Thank you so much for your time, Ange.